Go forth and prepare for government. That's exactly what we're going to do. That is the message from the party chairman to all our party members at this conference. Go forth and look for government. We were the first political party to start wearing badges and T-shirts and all sorts of things like that. And they're all copying us now. And they're all using, I mean, I can remember Labour some years ago using, what was it they called, the Red Wedge or something, and using music, i.e. through Billy Bragg as a touring roadshow. The Conservatives did it with Kenny Everett. Well, Lord Sutch has always been doing it, ever since he's been in politics, since 1964.
Wonderful turnout. Unlike lesser parties, we don't have to use the public purse for policing. I think the local Bobby came up with his bicycle clips, had a look round, walked out. Our party does not waste the public purse, and that is the whole meaning of what we do.
We're a confusing party. I'm confused myself. If I can just go to central computer. No, there's nothing that's coming through. I'm afraid I'm very confused myself. I'm sorry about that.
I'm not eccentric. I'm quite normal. It's all the other people that are eccentric. And there's plenty of them in these straight suits, collars and ties. They're the eccentric ones. I want to be elected. I've been trying since 1963, when I first stood in Stratford-upon-Avon, and then later on against Harold Wilson. So I've been trying all these years, and I first put up policies, votes at 18, when you couldn't vote until you were 21. That has become law. I put up to abolish the 11 plus, because it wasn't fair. If you had a headache, you was ill. So that has become law now. They've abolished 11 plus. And I also put up for local and commercial radio stations, because BBC had the monopoly, and now we've got that. Well, we've had a meeting and we do agree it should be one currency. We all agree on that, everyone in the Looney Party. And this is the currency. It's the Looney pound notes. See, there they are, Looney pound note, with a picture of Margaret Thatcher on the front of them. So that's it, the Queen of Looneyland. And that is the note which will be floated all over Europe, because this note is actually waterproof and it will float. If we don't win outright, I think then I'd like to see the Green Party win. Then we would form an alliance with the Green Party, and it would be the Monster Raving Looney Green Teeth Party. If I become the Prime Minister of Great Britain, then I'm always going after first. So then I would like to be the President of the United States, you know. And the first president or prime minister on the moon. But people just come along to our conferences. But the Tory one, you've got to have identification, passports, birth certificates, electromagnets. You've got to go through a search of your handbag and wallet just to get in. Here, we just have one dog who goes around the hotel and sniffs out for flower bombs. That is the difference.
I think the best policy we've discussed and what's come out of it is we're going to do away with January and February, so we can have a shorter winter. And I think that's an ideal policy, because obviously it's going to save in health charges. We're very concerned for the elderly. It's going to save the heating and all that goes with that.
We have our own currency. We started off with our £1 notes, and our dear leader, seeing the devaluation of our currency, has now come up with £1 million notes. Now, when we sweep to power and you're in possession of one of these, it will go back to its former glory and trot along to number 11 Downing Street, and we will reimburse the money to you.
Go back to your constituencies and get ready for government.